Have you ever thought of creating a website or automating a boring task or even dive into AI? The secret of doing that is a lot simpler than you think. It all starts with Python. Python is a powerhouse behind some of the biggest companies you may know about, such as Netflix, Google, Spotify. But you know what? The best part is it's very beginner friendly. Unlike older programming languages that look jumble of symbols and characters, Python is a lot simpler. It is almost like plain English text. In the next 10 minutes, we will learn the core basics of Python. You don't need any prior experience or any tools to run the program. We will be using online Python interpreter such as Google Colab for this tutorial so that you can get going and not go through tedious installations as of now. By the end of this video, you would have written your first Python program. So let's get started. Now let's jump into our first coding. Type exactly what I am typing. Now we run it. See, we get hello world as the output. Now you have created your first program. Now let's dive deeper into Python. Let's look at the variables and data types. In programming, we use variables. Think of it like a box with a label. The box is used to store some information. Let's create a variable name and age. So you have two boxes here with the label of each boxes as name and age, and each boxes contain some information. In the name we have Arun and in age we have 13. Notice something different. Arun is written in between quotes and 35 without them. That's because they both are different. Arun is a string and 35 is an integer. There are majorly 4 different types of data types in Python. First we have strings. Strings are text and they should always be in quotes. Next we have integers. Integers are whole numbers. Then we have floats. Floats are numbers with decimals like 3.14, 2.9935, 27.35. Then we have booleans. Booleans are nothing but true and false. We can use these variables together. We can use these variables like so if I want to use these together, type as like this. So if I run this, see, I get I am using both the variables here. Now you know how to use these data types and variables together. Let's jump next. Basic maths and logic. Python is also very good at calculations. Let's try some here. We have score equal to 10 plus 20. Then we print the command, uh, the Python, to print the score, and it prints 30. Let's see with the example in the Google Colab. So I am having a variable named as score. I have two numbers. I'm adding it. So if I print this, I get 40. It has added these two numbers. Similarly, if you can also multiply. See, it has multiplied. Now you know how calculations work in Python. But programs aren't always just about calculations. They make decisions too. We do this using the if statement. Imagine you look out of the window and check whether the weather, if it's raining, you take an umbrella, or if it's sunny, you wear sunglasses. Python does that exactly. So let's try it with a simple code. Same as the diagram, I'm writing this code. If statement, if weather is equal to rainy, so I have taken a variable as weather and I have put this value rainy. So it is checking here if weather is rainy, which it is. So it will print umbrella. It will take an umbrella. See here, it has now my value of weather is sunny. So it is checking if weather is rainy, but my value of weather is sunny. So it is failing here. So the else statement is being run here. Did you notice colors at the end of the line and the indentation on the next line? That indentation is crucial for Python to function properly. It tells the computer which code belongs to the if statement. Now try changing the weather to sunny and try it again. So indentation matters a lot in Python. But what happens if we have a lot of items? We don't want to create 100 of different variables for a same category. Instead, we use lists. For example, let's talk about different subjects. We have physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. So we create a variable as subjects and we put all these information in that same variable in the form of a list. Then we tell Python to print all these using a loop. I'll be explaining you with the simple code in Google Colab. I'm creating a variable subject, subjects. This is my list. This is my list, which has four data: physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. So I want Python to automatically fetch all these data one by one and print it on the screen. For that, I'll write a for loop. For subject in. So once I run this command, the Python will print one by one all the uh, objects in this variable. Now you have known how to create a list of items, and you have known how for loop works. So a for loop lets us repeat an action for every item in our list automatically. So once you run the program, Python goes to the first item, physics, and prints I love physics. Then it goes top of the list and then goes to the second item. Then searches, it finds chemistry. Then it prints I love chemistry, and so on it goes on. And there you have it. In just under 10 minutes, you have learned how to print to the screen, store data in variables, do basic calculations, make decisions with if statement, and loop through the list. That is core foundation of Python programming. Now let's try something by yourself. This is a simple code which I'll tell you to write and run by yourself, and put your codes in the comment section. I'll be going through all the codes and I'll replying as many as I can. I'll pause the video here for some time. So that's it. Thank you for watching this. Please like, subscribe and share, and please do leave a comment if you like my videos.